Hi guys, Excel Insider welcomes you back to the channel. Today in this episode I will explain about the benefits of using Excel's table format instead of normal data ranges. The Excel has an option to convert your normal data range in a table format. If you use Excel's table format, then you can apply a lot of functions easily and conveniently. I will show that to you one by one. For that, let me start with the normal data range. Here I will perform some functions which we generally do and show the limitations that we face. To start with, I have a small data set which belongs to a sales listing. Here I have invoice number, date, customer, product and the quantity. In the price list sheet, I have mentioned the prices of every product. And in the customer details sheet, I have mentioned the country and the phone number of the customers. Here I will bring up the country and the price by putting VLOOKUP formula. So equal to VLOOKUP customer name, lookup in this table, freeze in column number 2, 0 and enter. Let me drag the formula. Here I will bring up the price from the price list equal to VLOOKUP, look up this product, look up here, freeze in column number 2, drag the formula. For calculating value, put a multiplication, drag the formula, and we are done with the dataset. In this type of table format, if I scroll up, I cannot see my headers. For that, I need to freeze panes. I need to apply the auto filters manually. I need to apply the formulas manually. All these things can be taken care of if you format your data in Excel's table format. Now, if I want to add further information to this data, for that I need to first delete my total. Okay, mention the next invoice number, mention the date, pick up an existing customer, pick up an existing product and mention the quantity. See here, my formulas are not copied automatically. For that I need to manually drag the formulas like this. Access table format also takes care of this problem. Now I will add one more item for which reference data is not available in these two tables. Then see what happens. Next invoice number, pick up the same date. The customer is 16. The product is teddy bear and the quantity is 5. If I drag these formulas, I do not get my values because this customer and this product is not available in the base data. So let me update it here. Teddy bear price is 75 and customer 16 is in Poland. Let me leave the number blank, go back. Still there is no data because my ranges are not updated automatically. If I need to bring up the data, then I need to update my ranges manually. 17 here, now the country comes and 17 here, then my price comes and the value calculates automatically. Guys, now I will show what table ranges can do. For showing that, I have copied same three sheets. Let me format these tables to Excel's table range. For that, click anywhere on the table, go to Home tab, format as a table. Here so many patterns are available. I will select first pattern. As my data is already having the headers, I will make sure that this option is ticked. Okay. Here my range is converted to a table. Few benefits of doing this are that now I can scroll without freezing the panes. If I scroll down, my headers are coming here. The auto filters are applied automatically. Adding rows and columns to the table is very easy. For example, if I want to add a column here, just add the caption of the column and the column is included in my table. Let's try once more. The column has been added to the table automatically. For rows, new invoice, the row is included in the table. Let's try once more. Row number 20 is automatically included in the table. As soon as I convert my range to a table, I get this design tab here where I have so many options. Here, if I want to highlight every other column, then I can click here and deselect the rows. Here I am having all the alternate columns highlighted. Let me go back. Here I have so many options available. I can format my table in any available design. From here I can rename my table. For example, this is invoice details. Now let me delete all these pre-applied formulas. Delete, delete, and convert this data also to a table range. Format as a table, this format. Okay, this as well. Format as a table. Okay. Now let me put the VLOOKUPs again. Equal to VLOOKUP, lookup customer. Here you can see that instead of specific cell number, I am having the column name, comma, go to the customer details, select the table. I want to look up values from column number 2, column 2 and 0, then enter. Here my value is pulled up and Excel automatically fills the data to available cells. Here you can see that Excel is picking up the reference from table number 6. I can change the table name. For example, table 6 I can convert to customer details. The reference is updated automatically. For the price, let me put one more VLOOKUP. So equal to VLOOKUP, look up the product. See, the product name is coming instead of specific cell reference, comma, go to the table. I need to select this. Here selecting the table is very easy. You can see that small black arrow is coming. With the help of this black arrow, we can select the range like this. Here the range is set to table number 5. I want to look up values from column number 2, then comma 2 and 0 for an exact match. Enter. The price is pulled up in all the cells. And now I put a multiplication formula equal to quantity multiply by price. Here instead of cell references, quantity and price is mentioned. Press enter and the formula is filled up in all the cells. Let me change the name of this table, price details. Go back. From here I can access my tables from anywhere. For example, if I want to go to customer details, I can click here. I can go back. I can go to price, customer, back to invoice details. In the design tab, I have an option for total row. I click this, my total is here and it is calculated automatically. I have a lot more functions available right here. Just click this arrow. I can calculate count, I can calculate maximum, minimum, sum, a lot of numerical functions I can apply from here. For the text fields, I can apply the text functions, for example, count. So I have 15 line items. For the date fields, I can apply a few functions. For example, I want to see what is the minimum date available in my date range. So I can put a minimum formula, 3rd of January. If I want to see maximum, then pick maximum from here. So 28th of February is the maximum date available here. Now, if I want to add data to my table, I do not need to delete the totals row. I can just drag the last number like this and my totals are shifted here. Now I pick a new date, maybe 1st of March 2020. My maximum date is updated here. Pick up existing customer. My country is updated automatically. Pick up existing product. My price is updated automatically. Just put a quantity. My value is calculated and my total is updated automatically. Now I will add one more detail for which lookup values are not available here. For that, just drag it like this. My totals are shifted. Pick up a new date. Pick up a new customer, maybe 16. My country is gone. Pick up a new product, teddy bears. Mention a quantity. Now I need to update these values in the base tables. Go to price, update it here, mention the price. Row number 17 is automatically included in the table range. Now go to customer details, 16, put up a country. I am leaving the phone number blank. Go back and my details are here automatically. My total is updated, my count is updated, my maximum date is updated. So I need not to alter these manually. Here, the conclusion is that all the formulas linked to table ranges may be in the same sheet or in different sheets update automatically as soon as the data available in the table changes or the new data is added to the tables. Guys, I would suggest that you should use tables instead of normal data ranges. This will eliminate the need of updating the formulas manually, which at times a cumbersome task. Now guys, I will tell you some other functionalities available here. For example, if you want to select a column, then you can use the small black arrow. Here the small black arrow is coming. I can click and select the column all at once and copy paste it somewhere else. Same thing I can do with the row. With the small black arrow I can select the row, copy paste it somewhere else. Here the error is coming because the lookup value is linked to the table. If I change this to this cell, then my formula will work. Same for here. Formatting data in a table also increases the readability. For example, here all the alternate rows are colored differently. I can hover around the data very quickly. Guys, one more functionality that table format has, that you can use slicers with the table. For doing that, just go to design tab, go to slicer and put the slicers in. For example, I want to put slicers on country and the product. Okay, my slicers are here. I can click any country and filter the table. For example, India, Italy. Available options in other slicers are automatically filtered. Let me clear the filter from here. I can do it on product as well. This product, 2 entries. Let me clear the filter. Slicers are a better way than auto filters because you can see the selections in front of you. Guys, here I finish my video. I hope you would have liked it and learned the benefits of table formatting. Guys, if you would have liked the video, then please give a thumbs up and subscribe the channel if not done yet for other useful videos like this. I will take a leave now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye and see you in the next video.